So guys, today back from another video on the channel. Today we're here for the Newcastle United versus Spurs player ratings. I haven't done a player ratings in so long, but I'm sat here, I've got nothing to do after the game, so why not do some player ratings? Honestly, I feel like it's the performance is worthy of me doing it, and I'm not just going to go 10 for everyone, we'll go for each player. It's been a long time since I've done this, but let's get to it now, boys. We'll go from goalkeeper all up to the top. And honestly, what a performance. So I'm going to go see the reaction. I put at the top, there'll be a link in the description and the end screen to go and see that. But let's get into the video now, and we'll start off with the goalkeeper, Nick Pope. So then, Nick Pope, obviously in goal. Probably disappointed to not get the clean sheet, but the 3 points are all that matters, especially going to the Tottenham Hotspur stadium. Made a really big save at the start of the game at 0-0. He's kept us in many games this season, and people don't really, recognise it, to be fair, but I think he's been absolutely phenomenal this season, Nick Pope. Much better than Dubravka. And overall, a really, really good performance by Nick Pope. He'll be disappointed to concede, but I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. Right back, Kieran Trippier, as we all know, former Spurs player, and I think he played absolutely fantastically yet again. Probably another man of the match for him if it doesn't go to Miguel Almiron, but honestly, the class of him. £12 million for Kieran Trippier. One of the best transfers I think the club's ever made. He's one of the best players I've seen with my own eyes. The quality. He's a second ahead of everyone. It doesn't matter if he's not the quickest or whatever. He's so mentally good at football that he makes himself so much better than everyone else. And honestly, what a captain, what a leader, and what a performance yet again. Kieran Trippier, for me, is getting a 9 out of 10. Centre halves now, we'll start off with Fabian Schär. Yet again, so many times he had to commit, diving for the ball, held Harry Kane and Son really, really well. Yet again, another great performance. He was absolutely fantastic against Manchester United. He was brilliant against Everton, and it just shows yet again, boys. Under Bruce, he was awful, and it just shows it wasn't the players when we were playing under Bruce. It all shows that it clearly was Steve Bruce, how bad we were, because if Fabian Schär could perform this good under Eddie Howe but so badly under Steve Bruce, it just shows you the difference in the coach. People go to the players or whatever, it's the coach, right? Eddie Howe's done wonders at Newcastle United and turned Fabian Schär into one of the best centre-backs in the league, in my opinion. In the top, definitely one of the best outside the top 6. Well, we're top 4, so fuck them. Anyways, Fabian Schär, 9 out of 10. Fucking Botman. What a sexy fucker he is, and what a performance yet again it was by him. Just so clean, class, just Rolls Royce, as we all know him as. He is absolutely phenomenal. Knowing how good he is, I would have been gutted if we missed out on him. No one expected him to be this good for the age of 22. He's 22 bastard years old. I'm 21 next year. How the fuck's he this good? It's ridiculous, it really is. Botman was absolutely fantastic today. He's going to get a 9 out of 10. Dan Burn, I thought at the start of the game he made a couple of little errors and whatnot, and it was a little bit slow to handle. Somebody had about 4 shots in the first 11 minutes, I think it was, but grew into the game massively. He is so underrated. No one speaks about Dan Burn. He is absolutely class, and I don't get, and I don't know how he's not even getting mentioned for England. Name me a better English centre back than Dan Burn apart from Tomori. Who? For me, he's got to go to the World Cup, and if he keeps performing like this, he has to. I don't even know how he's not getting mentioned or whatever. Like, even if it is a left back, centre back, he's versatile. Why wouldn't? There's no risk taking him to the World Cup. Blythe boy, doing bits. Dan Burn's gonna get an 8 out of 10. In the midfield now, we'll do Bruno in the middle. He knows exactly what we need. What a performance. He said on his interview he's had no sleep in 2 days to turn up to the Tottenham Hotspur stadium and perform like that on 0 hour sleep in 2 days. Fucking fair play. Bruno could be off his fucking tits, man, and still fucking do wonders in the midfield. Honestly, honest to God, how have we pulled this off to get this man in our team? I do not know. He is so unbelievable, and I want to say a massive congratulations to him and his family on his new baby son. Massive congrats, Bruno. What an absolute legend, and put performances like that He's absolutely fantastic. He's getting a 9 out of 10. Sean Longstaff now. I am going to be saying how it is with Sean Longstaff, right? Over the years, under Bruce, he had his moments, right? He looks better now than what he did under Rafa. Eddie Howe, yet again, is working his fucking wonders. I thought Sean Longstaff's career could have been gone after the takeover that happened at a really poor season under Bruce. What a performance today. What a performance. Like, honest to God. He got the assist for Almiron's goal. He was just so clean in the midfield. Didn't look like he was panicking. Just look comfortable. I don't know if that's because he's got Bruno there to help him, or I don't know what it is. I don't know if that's just Sean Longstaff himself performing well, obviously because the players around him. Overall, he was absolutely sublime. He really, really was. Like, you cannot drop him. You cannot. If you're going to drop someone now, if Maxi was fit next week, right, Joe Linton goes to midfield, you've got to drop Willock or Longstaff. For me, you've got to drop Willock. For how good Longstaff's doing at the minute, you cannot drop him. I'm honestly, right, going to give Sean Longstaff a 10 out of 10 today. I thought he was absolutely sublime. Briefly mentioned Willock there, obviously the former Arsenal man, going to Tottenham and winning. That'll be a sweet feeling for him. Obviously grew up being an Arsenal fan, whatnot as a kid, and then now beating Spurs. It'll be a nice one for him, but grafted his arse off all game. Him and Joe Linton were changing from that left hand side. He was going up on the left hand side, taking on Emerson Royale, and Joe Linton was, and they were just changing it. It's a bit of it's good for. I like that because it's not giving the comfortable. The right back's not staying comfortable with the same player on him, where he's got Willock to deal with, he's got Joe Linton, two completely different players, and it works really, really well because we will create a lot of chances on that side when Kieran Trippier had to stay back. I thought Willock was absolutely sublime today yet again. Not worthy of 10 though, he's going to get a 9 out of 10. In the attack now we'll do Joe Linton, who was like in that split with Willock in the midfield going up front. Great again. Had a knee injury, didn't know if he was going to start. I thought Murphy was going to start, but honest to God, like the way, do you remember his first goal for Newcastle at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium? Look at the transformation of the footballer, man. It's ridiculous, man. He's so good. Like, he doesn't get spoken enough. Like, he could walk into any team. He really, really could. Honest to God, Joe Linton yet again was absolutely sublime. He just calmed it down, getting stuck in, and dribbling wise as well. The first season of Joe Linton, he literally couldn't touch the ball. He laid down, couldn't chest it, couldn't head it. Look at him now, Eddie fucking Howe yet again. Joe Linton for me, 9 out of 10. And now the fucking star boy of the club at the minute, Miggy Almiron. Honest to God. 5 goals in 5, 6 goals this season, more goals this season than Jack Grealish has got in his whole Premier League career at Manchester City. I think he's got more goals this month than Jack Grealish has got in his Man City career. That makes it sound even better. Just shows, lads, bullying works. You can bully someone, right, and he'll prove you fucking wrong. Miggy done that today. Honest to God. Like, I've always loved Miggy. When fans were slating and stuff, I always knew there was a player in there. There's a player in there, and finally, under the right coach and stuff, he's let it out. And like that goal today, Longstaff night ball in. If that was him under fucking Bruce, he would have sliced the ball, ran about for a little bit, and passed it back off. The confidence that he shows to run into the box, take on Longley, and bury it with his left foot. Honest to God, the transformation of Almiron in recent weeks has been absolutely sublime, and I'm so happy to see it. For me, Miggy's only getting 1 rating, and that's a 10 out of 10. And finally, Callum Wilson, obviously he scored that goal. A lot of controversy on Twitter and whatnot. Spurs fans are not happy. For me, for the goal, where's he meant to go? They're both running to each other, and he stops. So Lloris has run into him. What's he meant to do? Gets up, he's brave and takes that shot on. Could have had another one in the second half, but I've always said it, when Wilson plays, we win football games. It's as simple as that. When Wilson was injured under the Bruce and under last season, we were struggling at times. When Callum Wilson plays for Newcastle United, we win games. Doesn't exactly score every game, but we do win football matches anytime he starts. Like, we need to try and keep him as fit as long as possible. If it means bringing him off when we're winning, like we were beating Fulham and Brentford, it's pointless keeping him on when we're going to win that game. Make sure that he's fit, because in the first half of football games, he's your man. He's your man to go to. He's the number 9, and honest, class again. I remember one time in the second half, ball came across, touches down with his chest when he had Bentancur and Davison Sanchez, I think, on him, and just took them on and just glided past them. This is a 30-year-old Callum Wilson, like, honest to God, with, like, how's he not getting a snitch for the England call-up? You're on about Ollie Watkins and whatnot. He is your man. Callum Wilson, if you take him to the World Cup, bring him on with 10 minutes left, he can get you a goal. It's as simple as that. Wilson, for me, is getting a 10 out of 10. I'm not going to do any of the substitutes because I don't think they were on for much longer. It was only Murphy, Shelvey and Chris Wood. Not going to do any subs, boys, but that is the end of the player rate. It's been nice to do one for a while. It's been a very, very long time since I've obviously done one, but just been busy and whatnot, and aye, that's it really. Hope you have a good one, boys. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It would mean a lot if you could do so, and I'll see you all for the Aston Villa game next week. Away the lads.